All right, is time to call the meeting to order. It's 4:03 on Wednesday, November 6th. We're going to call this meeting to order. If you'll call the roll, please, Diana.
Okay, Jeff?
Here.
Nita? Here. Danny?
Here.
Josh?
Here.
Marina?
Here. We are missing Charlie and we're missing Faith. I did email out the minutes earlier today from last month's meeting. I don't know if everyone had time to look over those or not, but I'll give everybody a chance to glance over those now, see if there's anything that needs to be corrected or changed. Seeing no corrections or changes, I'll take a motion for approval.
Motion to approve minutes as submitted.
Second.
We have a motion by Josh, second by Nita. If you'll call the roll, please.
Jeff?
Yes.
Nita? Yes. Danny?
Yes.
Josh?
Yes.
Marina?
Yes. All right, the financials are next. If everybody would clear the room, except for those up here. And Debbie, does Steve need to stay? Okay, Steve.
We've got to talk about, in addition to these, we got something else to discuss.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go back into session now. While everybody else was away, we did discuss 2 financial matters. One of those is that we have 2 accounts that are, or 2 businesses that are 3 months delinquent or more. And for those, for those 2, we'll be sending out letters. And we had a motion, we would like a motion on that right now.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Josh, second by Jeff. Call the roll, please.
Jeff,
Yes.
Nita,
Yes.
Danny,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Marina.
Yes. All right, on the second matter that was before us, we have a business that's no longer here that we need to have the city attorney file an assessment on. Is that a correct terminology?
Put them on notice of consideration of assessment.
To put them on notice of consideration of assessment, we want to get the legal terms correct. Okay. We have a motion for that one.
I make a motion.
Motion by Jeff,
Second.
second by Danny. If you'll call the roll, please.
Jeff,
Yes.
Nita,
Yes.
Danny,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Marina.
Yes. Okay. Also, under financials today, we have discussed this in the past about our CD rates. And this is for $350,000. And Debbie just handed this to me right before we came in here today. So I have not even had a chance to even look at this till right now. So $350,000 of our funds that are in our reserves. First Arkansas Bank and Trust was 4.5%. 4.5%. Bank OZK was 4.44%, and Centennial Bank was 4.10%. They also went to another bank that did not provide a response.
What was the third one? I'm sorry.
Centennial, that's where we have our current checking account.
And it was how much?
4.1%.
Okay, thank you.
So, we can sit on this today and wait till the first of the year, since this is our last meeting, or we can, act on it today. We will be having new members up here at our next meeting, which will be in January, so it's whatever is the pleasure of the commission.
We've got 2 months of it being able to do interest.
Right, so that's what I'm asking
Yeah.
for y'all. It's not for me to decide, it's for y'all, this is a commission, it's for y'all to decide. I'm waiting for someone to make them, to talk about it.
These are 6 months?
These are CD rates. It did not say if it's 6 months. Do you know, Debbie? Do you know, Mayor?
I can find out.
Okay, I'll tell you what, well,
But usually, I will tell you guys, usually those rates are only good for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
So
all right, if you'll,
they're not gonna be
all right,
good.
if you will text her and we will move this on to another part of the meeting, okay? I did receive an email just a second ago from Charlie Harmon. This is our last meeting of the year. And Charlie Harmon did not choose to run for reelection. So he will be replaced as a council member up here. So he said, please everybody, tell everybody, he says, I'm sorry I had something come up today. I'm not going to be able to attend today's meeting. Please tell everybody it's been an honor serving with them this year, and please tell Nita how much I appreciate her years of service to this committee. So. It is a 6 months, okay, okay. So I've read that, now we can go back to this,
From
so,
all 3 of the banks? 6-month rates on all 3
6
of those
months,
banks? that were-
okay. so. In order for us to look over that, we did get if you save this is our October balance sheet. Right now, our total fund balance is 1.485 million, so 1,485,000. So if we take out 350,000, we're still gonna have over $1 million. Bye, Debbie.
Okay. Well, I
I'd
guess
like,
the-
I'd like to make a motion that we, we choose a 6-month CD with the highest rate available for the 350,000, and then when we secure the new commissioners, we can revisit the issue in January and possibly do another CD, and then when this one comes matured, we can look at banks again.
Second.
All right, there's a motion by Josh to do the 6-month CD for $350,000. And there's a second by Danny, and this is for a 6-month CD for the highest rate available, and it can be revisited with the new commissioners next year when this one comes due, okay?
Jeff, ready?
Call the roll.
Jeff,
Yes.
Nita? Yes. Danny?
Yes.
Josh?
Yes.
Miranda?
Yes, okay. Now, we've got on that, that's the financials for today. Our next thing up is Lauren, your turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Tomorrow we have a night of remembrance at City Hall Park. It's starting at 6:30 p.m. We have Abundant Life choir coming to perform. Nate Person, Eric Schultz of Little Uncles. It's going to be a reflection of people who have lost loved ones. Last year it was really successful, so we're gonna have it again tomorrow. So you guys need to come check it out. Winterfest is going really good. We have a total of 83 vendors that has registered for Winterfest, and I have included the list of businesses and their location. So far, 45 of those vendors have paid for at least 1 or 2 spaces to set up their vendor booth within City Hall Park. Registration closes next week Friday for vendors, so we're still accepting vendors, and they're still coming in, trickling 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 vendors per day. We're all set up with the stage and the parade. Mayor, Grand Marshal, is that finalized or? No, so we're still looking for a Grand Marshal for the parade. I did purchase Halloween candy last week Friday after Halloween because it was
Good
50%
job.
off. So we're good there. So far we have a total of 47 participants in the parade. Last year we had about 60 participants, so we're doing really good right now because last year they flowed in like a week before the parade. Trail of Lights, our plan is this year to open Trail of Lights on November 29 through December 30th from 5 p.m. to midnight. And that is all I have.
All right, so on the Winterfest, I know the chamber is doing some stuff.
Yes, ma'am. They're doing gingerbread and cookie competition in the pickleball court, and Ronnie is going to deck it out.
And Christmas cookies. You want to talk about what y'all are doing your party?
So the Winterfest basically is starting with the parade and ending with,
Yes, so Winterfest is going to start with the parade at 10 a.m. And while the parade is going to be going on, we're going to have vendors and food trucks setting up inside of City Hall Park. So as soon as the parade is over, that crowd is going to be at City Hall Park shopping for Christmas items while taking in live performances. So the stage is going to be set up the day before. We have, I believe, 10 or 11 people scheduled to come and perform. The day of, we have Pictures with Santa. We have McClartney. They're going to set up a space at City Hall Park with trucks. They're going to do some raffle tickets. It's going to have different areas for different activities for the day.
and so what time does it end?
It ends at 8 p.m. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Midnight South is going to close out the day. We're going to light up City Hall Park. Christmas lights, also gonna have the Christmas tree that's gonna be decorated by Sherwood florists with the decorations bought by Sherwood Chamber of Commerce.
So how many food trucks do you have?
So far, I have 11 food trucks that have paid.
Are y'all gonna cut that off at a certain number, or just let them keep
Yes,
coming
right
in?
now the goal is 12 because our plan is to put it on Thornhill. And there's a hump on Thornhill, so there's a certain food trucks that cannot stay there to serve food. They obviously cannot cook at an elevated position. So we're working out all of the details on that. And if I do need to place food trucks within City Hall Park, then we're gonna do that. But right now the plan is to have 12 food trucks come out.
That's good. I think you said everything. No, for the chambers part, we're going to decorate the pickleball cart like that was mentioned. We're going to have a hot cocoa station. We're going to be selling hot cocoa. We're also going to have a selfie station where people and their family can go and take pictures. It's going to be decked out like a gingerbread house, the whole pickleball court, so we're super excited for that. Rumor is that the senior center is going to be making a lot of gingerbread houses, so they're going to put those in for competition. And with the cookie competition, we're hoping to get a kids category, an adult category, and a senior category, and we'll be giving away either trophies or some type of prize, so we're excited about that. But like I said, it's really, really big, so I measured it today, and I don't know how I'm going to fill this place, but we're excited. And yes, like we're sponsoring the Christmas tree, so we're happy about that too.
Yes.
Chief says he'll judge the cookie competition.
No, I will be happy to judge the cookie competition.
All right, do you guys
So
have
you'll
any
have to
more-
fight me over that one, Chief.
Well, we need multiple judges anyway.
Okay, good. All
You
right.
guys need anything else from me?
I think
Okay.
that covers it, right? Anyone have any questions on the Night of Remembrance or the
Winterfest
Winterfest?
or Trail of Lights?
or Trail of Lights on that part of it anyway?
Well, yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Speaking of Trail of Lights, who's going to get up for Trail of Lights back there?
Yeah. I got this one. Hello.
Hello.
Anyway, Trail of Lights is going good. Everything's up, everything's plugged in. I don't know if they started this week due to the weather, the rain, well, so far this week. Now that it's dried up, they're gonna start working evenings to make sure everything's lighting up, working, and animate it, and that'll be ready to go. We're fixing to start the big wooden angel. All the plaques have been ordered, so we'll get that knocked out quick, fast, in a hurry. And I mean, other than that, it's moving right along. You know, we should be done, knock on wood, in plenty of time, and everything working, ready to go.
Okay, so the decision was made then, we're gonna open it starting at 5 PM and leave it open to midnight. And like we discussed, we're just gonna leave it open.
So the timers will come on, all the lights will be on by 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then at midnight, they're all gonna turn off.
All right, so what about, are we gonna leave the gates open though all the time, or that's, I guess, a police department question?
That's what we're gonna start with. If it becomes a problem, then we'll start shutting it. But we're going to, the plan is to leave it open so people can go through it. And we're gonna have people up there working this year just to make sure everything runs smooth. Yeah, that's the plan.
Lauren?
I forgot to mention that we're going to be putting QR codes on big banners, like 6-foot, 8-foot banners along the trail, to make sure it's easy for people to just scan from the car to donate.
Okay. So, does anyone have any questions on Trail of Lights?
And I did want to give y'all just a heads up, because I know it was kind of a hot topic. Leaving the lights up, no problem so far. Everything's coming on, working. Like I said, moving them back and forth, taking them up and down, it is hard on them. So far so good. Like I said, you're gonna have problems every year anyway. But it's all minor. Everything's lit up. You know, I'll run up there one night this week when they're on at night and really see, but so far everything's just going great.
That's wonderful. Keep
Any
us
questions on that?
Keep us posted.
Will do.
How about you email us all, so we'll all know since we're not gonna meet again?
What do you mean tell you?
What now?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Why don't you just email me and I'll just send it out to
I'll
everybody?
I'll send it to you with an update.
Yeah, just send me an update and I can email everybody out to everybody.
Oh, I got the next batch too.
Is Blake not gonna participate
No, he
today?
doesn't want to.
What's that?
His turn this month and I get next month.
Yeah, he's got next
There's
month.
not
We're
a
not here
meeting
next
next
month.
month.
And then I get January.
Blake gets 2 months in a row.
Yeah, that's what he was explaining to me. I got this month and he'll take next month and I get January.
Worked out good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teamwork, dream work we talk about.
Okay. The 2024 projects update.
All right, so that is going really well. All we like is the final inspection, plumbing's done, electrical's done, everything's working, functional. Talked to Paul today. We'll get the final and then get the certificate of occupancy, and that's done.
So on this old soccer complex, so when we meet in January, this will be probably stricken off the list, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'll as soon as I get that certificate of occupancy, I'll let y'all, I'll just send y'all the updates.
Thank
So that
you.
way everybody
Thank
will be on
you.
the same page.
Tunnel of lights at City Hall.
Purchasing the stuff, I mean, we got the electrical pulled over to it, so it's underway. Just get it up, get it lit up and knock that out and,
He'll be ready for the Winterfest. Okay.
yeah, and we'll have, we got several other things we gotta do over here for Winterfest, so it'll all be ready.
Okay, and we, I know that Jeff was there and Nita was there, and Danny and Josh were not there, but we did have a ribbon cutting for the playground, so I just wanted to leave that on there, that it was a grand opening of the playground last week, and it was cool to see all the little school kids come over from across the street, and it was wonderful, and I'm glad we funded that project. That was it was just very neat to see those little kids come over there and screaming and laughing and just joy on their faces, and I really, I think probably one of the most worthwhile, just to see instant gratification projects that we've done, just.
Did y'all see all the kids over there? Having
Yeah,
the
when
thing
I
y'all
drove up,
pulled?
yeah.
There was a whole bunch of.
They're there every day, a lot of kids.
It has,
So-
been very well received.
Even at night, so I was bringing relatives by up here at 9:30 at night that are from out of town, and there were all these teenagers actually playing, swinging on the little world. They weren't misbehaving, but it just kind of gave them a place to hang out, which is pretty cool. It's covered up with cameras, it's safe, there's police, lots of light. But I think our communities really needed something like this, so, well done.
So we'll be looking
Very-
forward to the Lake Cherrywood to come about, and when will that one be done?
It's ordered, we're gonna start it, well, they're gonna start it as soon as, of course, we'll wait for all this stuff to come in, and then, I guess, it's gonna be the first of the year, that'll be very weather dependent.
Okay.
Cause what's there is relatively flat, so we're gonna get all the trees out that need to come down, and then they basically dig a hole so that it'll set down in there flush with the ground that's there. So you don't wanna make a big pond down there for it to rain in and turn muddy, and so that one's gonna be very weather dependent, especially the first part of the year.
Okay.
But ASAP, so that's what I'm going with.
All right. All right, now, since you're already up there, has a Trail of Lights, I'm just gonna skip over to the Trail of Lights. Is that, building finished from 2023?
Okay, so all of our electrical is done.
Okay,
And when we got it done, called North Little Rock, but I don't know if y'all saw it, but they had like a major crash on all their computers, billing, everything went down. So when I called them, they couldn't even put in the service order to get people out here. They even suspended billing. It was bad. So we are on the list. Everything's done. We just need them to connect the wire and put the meter in, and we're done. So our part's all done, yes. Now we're at their mercy.
okay. So
And I
do you
can't-
think this will be done before the end of
I
2024?
hope so. We went by to check today before we, We went by twice. I was hoping, man, I wish they'd get that done so I can go in there and tell them it's done.
Maybe that'll be in the email and you can take something else off the list.
Yeah, it's just because I would love for it to be off the 2024 from 2023 and not be on 2025. Yeah.
Yep. No, as soon as, man, I was really hoping it'd
Alright.
be done before we came here,
Alright.
but, you know, that's life.
That's life.
Yeah, it is all paid for though. The electrician's done. We just need them
Everything's
to,
paid for.
we just need
Okay.
them to connect the line and put the meter in and,
Okay, so everything's paid for, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna take that off.
I like that even better.
Yeah, I do too. Is everything paid for the old soccer complex restroom? Is everything paid for?
We, like one more payment, isn't that right, Dee? One more plumber payment?
Yeah, but they'll come out of Parks and Rec.
Yeah, it'll come out of,
So is A&P's part paid for?
I think y'all's is all paid for.
Yeah, it's on that, go back one page.
One page. Okay. I don't know that I can read this little stuff. Oh my goodness.
No, it's her vendors.
Okay.
See, soccer, it's paid. It's a zero.
Zero. Okay. Soccer is all paid for, so it can come off the list.
Yep.
Tunnel of lights. That has not been paid for yet,
No,
so.
we should have
So
that.
that's gotta come, so that's gotta stay on. Playground.
That
Yeah.
has been paid, one draw. They still have a couple of minor things they've got to do. But for, 99% complete. So as soon as they do those couple of things, we'll cut that last check.
Okay, so what we will take off the list is the old soccer complex restroom and the Trail of Lights building. We'll leave playground on and tunnel of lights on. So
That'll work.
That's, okay,
Yep, and I'll get y'all updates and get them to you, and we'll just go from there.
okay. You can
If y'all
sit-
need anything,
You can sit down unless anyone has questions. Okay,
Just, thank you for getting those soccer things done.
No problem.
It looks really nice out there.
and you're happy, Danny, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Well, it looks good and we don't have the
Porta-
lines
the
of
little
kids
porta
waiting
potties.
to get- Yeah.
Okay. All right, history books. Here are the history books, people. Pass one down to Danny, please. Here's one for Nita. And here's one for Jeff and for Josh. Thank you. Now, there's two. There's two? Okay. Oh, this is for Faith, and she didn't come. Okay, I'll put this with her stuff right here. Okay, now, since we're doing that, Ronnie, you wanna come on up and do your thing?
Well, we are very grateful for you guys sponsoring our golf tournament, Golfer Gifts, and they were a huge hit. Every golfer was like, wow, these are amazing. This is the best gift we've ever given. So we brought you guys one.
You can leave one here for Faith, and then
And then I have one also.
for Charlie, I can,
Thank you.
And thank
This
you.
will be for Charlie.
Charlie.
And I'll bring you an extra one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll take
I'll bring
his.
another one. But
Okay,
thank you again. We appreciate it.
thank you.
Those are nice.
All righty, thank you very much. All right, that gets us down to everything but the budget and then our finale. Okay, so we're gonna go over the budget, and this is, of course, the preliminary. We're gonna scratch it out today because this is our last meeting of the year, so we wanna get this scratched out and done with. So, Mayor has Faith's package back there, so when you get done with that, if you would hand it to me, I'll give it back, I'll give it to Faith when I take her blanket and her, book. Let me just double check this from today. 1138. Hang on one second. Okay. I was just checking our income, and we're still, I'm not gonna increase it any, because we're still pretty well flat for the year. We have not gained any significant ground. In fact, it looks like we actually lost a little bit of ground. The estimate from last year that I had put in the budget was $115,000 a month, and we're sitting at a little under $114,000 a month. So we'll leave it at that. We're lucky that because of other items this year that I hadn't anticipated. And on the line, if you guys have this sheet right here that we received earlier, that where it says Sherwood Fest, it's actually Winter Fest. That's going to carry us through this year. To keep us above our budget, but yeah, I don't know. We need some new restaurant. We need some new sources of revenue. Is what we need. So until we get those, we're going to be kind of flat. So we need to look at some new revenue generating income sources. So
We do have a restaurant that is trying to go in on the corner of Club Road and 107.
okay, good to know. Okay. So I'm just going to read through this, and for the people in the audience, the mayor does have a copy back there, but others that are in attendance do not. And then for anybody else that's listening in, we have a Excel copy, and then we have a copy in Word that explains everything. Our restaurant and hotel tax is $1,380,000. That is $115,000 per month. Interest earned, I have $9,000, which will exceed that now with our CD amount, maybe, we're gonna have less money in our account, in our checking account, but we'll have our CD, so we'll have to figure that differently probably.
We do know that over at Eagle Bank, just in the checking account, it's, I believe, 3.8% interest. Before, if we had it in there previously, under 4 point, I don't remember what she told me, but it was like $70,000 a year. So your interest income is going to be going up substantially next year.
Okay. Contributions, Trail of Lights, very cautious there, putting down 25,000. I have no idea what to expect, none whatsoever. With this, hopefully this QR code's going to go okay. I don't know, but I'm hopeful that it goes very good. I'm hopeful that I hope the public out there will contribute, because what they contribute will lend to what type of display we get. So I'm very hopeful that they do contribute with the QR code. The next line is other income miscellaneous. That's the books. I don't know how the book sales are going, or let me say not sales, but donations for the history books. I don't have a clue. I know someone got some from me. Some people, one person gave me $5 for a book. One person gave me $10 for some books. So I don't know per book. So I don't know what people are giving. Income from events. Excuse me. That is for the Winter Fest, and I put that at $10,000. I think we'll far exceed that, seeing what I'm seeing right now. Income from 4th of July. I understand that I'm not really sure. I need to talk to Colleen about this, but this was from the food trailers, from the fees from the food trailers. I don't know that this necessarily needs to come to us, but I will talk to Colleen about that, and we can move that around. And then from reserves, $20,000. that gets us with a $1,447,000. Then for expenses, economic development, $40,000. And we, have to spend that for, retail attractions plus anything that the mayor attends for her conventions for economic development purposes. As of right now, we do not have an economic developer, so right now she will be doing some items for economic development. Excuse me, contingencies, we do have things that arise from time to time that we don't have attributed to anything in here. Parks and Rec contribution, $20,000 a month goes to the Bill Harmon Rec Center, and $10,000 a month goes to North Hills Park. Advertising, that goes to the large ads for like the magazines, that goes to sponsorships that come up from time to time, and the Sherwood Chamber, that goes for the city guide and for the golf tournament stuff. 4th of July celebration, that's $20,000, and that's what we're gonna use to sponsor the fireworks. Next year, we're gonna have a bigger and better fireworks show. Sherwood events, $51,000. That's for the events that, they'll be okayed through us, they can spend it on, and that's like the Winterfest, what else, Lauren? Winterfest,
I'm sorry, ma'am.
concert series, Winterfest,
Next year, we're gonna start off with the Easter egg hunt. We're gonna have a concert series, Winterfest, 4th of July, fishing.
yeah. We don't do the 4th of July though, we just do the fireworks, so, but, okay, but the concert series is the main thing besides the Winterfest, so,
Yes.
okay.
I think that's what it covers.
Okay. Office expense, $2,000, that's for forms, stationery, bank fees. Trail of Lights, $38,000, that's gonna be, used to pay for electricity, bulb replacement, and other expenses. And we might can bring that down. Sean and Blake, do you think that's too much or enough, or what do you think?
I think that's fine.
Okay. Maintenance, and that's all for, this also, yeah.
I will say that taking away the brochures and the candy and, what else? The volunteers. Paying for volunteers with the cost.
Yeah, that does take away,
That helps save.
that takes away a lot. We just don't know.
And by leaving them up, we saved a lot on equipment, we saved a lot on bulbs.
Rental equipment.
Yeah,
Right.
That was a big one.
Y'all used to break, just the bulbs would just.
Yeah,
So we'll know, I mean, we won't, this will be a first year, we'll know for sure how this works out, so. This is gonna be a trial year to see how this all works out, so.
We completely eliminated one piece of equipment that we used to keep for a month. for another
Sure,
month to take
that
out.
thing from Huggan Hall, that, whatever it was called, but. Okay, maintenance, $50,000. We're gonna use that money to spend towards paving the road behind the big field. And that's been very dangerous, at night when people are driving behind that to get into the Trail of Lights. And I think that's gonna be a big help. And, capital items. Okay, that's gonna be spent on our display, and whatever we take in from the Trail of Lights, that's what we'll spend on for our display. So that'll be kind of be an in and out thing, but the other part of that is a lighted sign for the police substation in Gravel Ridge, and the rest of that's gonna go for the all-inclusive playground at Cherrywood Park, so. And our last item is the bond payment. We're still paying the bond payment on the splash pad, the soccer complex, and on the tennis center out at the high school, so.
When will that come on?
Yeah, I do know. Hope, as Diana says, hope, please. to get my Stevens bond payment folder out here. Okay. 2042. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That'll be somebody else's problem.
I'll be someone else's problem, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, our first payment was in 2017, so our biggest payment was this year, 2024. That was our biggest payment. So from now on, our payments will go down. Okay, now, questions, concerns, etc.?
Motion to approve the budget as submitted.
Second.
All right, there is a motion on the floor by Josh and a second by Jeff. If you'll call the roll, please.
Jeff,
Yes.
Nita,
Yes.
Danny,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Marina.
Yes. Okay. All right, at this point in the meeting, I would like Danny and Jeff and Josh to join me up front.
They left you up here. I know. I'm being punished.
Nita, I hate this. This is your last meeting as a member of our Sherwood Advertising Promotion Commission, and in appreciation of service to the Advertising Promotion Commission, presented to Anita Pilkington. Can you read that? Date?
February 28th, 2005 to November 25th, 2024. That's a long time. Yep.
I'm gonna make me cry.
It's been an honor to work with all of you.
Maybe we can be kind of keep the title out of it.
Nita, thank you for everything. Oh, my goodness. We really appreciate all you contributed to our commission, and you will be missed. Here's your little. Okay, as I said earlier, Charlie is not here, and this would have been Charlie's last meeting also, because he's decided not to run for city council, so he wanted to tell everybody he appreciated serving with everybody, and so this is his last meeting. So I don't know what will be in January, who will all be up here, but I do know that there will be some new faces, so we'll just see what happens. In the meantime, as I said, it will be January when we meet again. And I wish everybody a happy holidays until that time. And we will see you in January. And please don't forget, tomorrow night, the Night of Remembrance, and then Winterfest, and all.
First Wednesday in January is
First
the
Wednes-
first.
It is,
So
okay.
it'll
Well,
be
thanks for
January
saying,
8th.
January 8th will be our next Advertising and Promotions Commission meeting, January 8th of 2025.
And you guys, I would really love you guys to come out for the parade. Participating in the parade this year, the theme is Hometown Christmas, so if you guys are still interested, you guys can just reach out to me and I can email you the link to set up, to register for the parade, it's free and.
Well, I don't know that, I mean, some of these businesses might want to, I'll check with the city council and see if the council wants to do a float, but I don't know that these guys, I don't know that we will be able to get one together, but maybe these businesses might want to, so. Is there any other business? Have a motion?
Move adjourn.